everyone. Welcome to the principal's office. I'm Principal Brown coming back to you with a short message. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. So, I know I talked to you guys about education, I think briefly, and how parents could do certain things to support the education of their students. I want to circle back on that conversation and I want to mention a few more details. Um, Education really starts at home. I had the pleasure of going to a early learning childhood conference and last week, and it started to resonate with a lot of people in the room the lack of education that kindergartners enter with. And so most kids who go to VPK go to a strong early learning program. They come in, they know how to spell their names, they know they can identify their names, they can identify the alphabets, letters, numbers. You can take them out of order, lowercase, uppercase, all of those things. Well, in some cases, that is not always the case because some kids don't attend early learning programs like VPK or Head Start. They go to what we call mom and pop shops. And so I do want to stress a couple of things depending on what your situation is, right? I'm not going to go into that and programs and funding and different things of that nature, but I will say education starts at home. It's always at home. It starts at home, it continues at home, it ends at home. Parents, you are the foundation. Yes, teachers can enhance, but they enhance what you send, good, bad, or indifferent. Whatever you send is what they deal with, and they try to use the state's curriculum to enhance your child's learning. But then your child goes back home with you, and that's where you can magnify it. But it's nice to have kids that are poured into. So you pour your knowledge into them and then you send them off to school, whatever that is. So, and I'm just going to stop. I'll do work with kindergarten with this scenario. Kindergartners. I know a lot of parents that says, "Oh, no, my baby know their ABCs," and they start to sing the ABC song, which is cute, right? We all had it. We all know it. We all done it. But then when I stop and I say, "Sweetie, show me what the letter D looks like," and they can't identify the D, they don't know their alphabet. Sorry to tell you. If I say, show me a lowercase c, and they can't tell me what the C looks like, whether it's lowercase or uppercase, they don't know their alphabets. Sorry to tell you. That is an issue. When they go into kindergarten these days, if you go in and know your alphabet, you know how to identify your alphabet, you are more likely to be very successful in that kindergarten grade than any other kid. Number recognition. You may know the number song, right? I remember when I was little, Sesame Street, they used to have it, Big Bird. The number today is 4. That's actually a really good one because they used to show you the number. Then they would do some activity where you could count the number 4. They would have number 4 pop up all on the TV screen. I do remember that. So, yes, that's a good way. But these days, a lot of parents, right, they're putting their child on some kind of social media app. And if it's just going to give you a number song and not help you or your child identify what the number 2 looks like or the number 3 looks like, and then take them out of order and then let your child put them back in order or identify them separately, sorry to tell you, they don't know numbers. They have no number sense. So I'm saying all of this because it starts at home, little simple things you can do. Again, I'm going to keep womping on what can you do at home. You can count with them. You can put numbers. If you can't go to the dollar store and buy number flashcards, then you can make number flashcards. If you can't buy alphabet flashcards, then you can make alphabet flashcards. And then not only sing the song, stop and say, we've sung the song. Now tell me what the letter B looks like. Tell me what the letter C looks like. And then put some words to that, right? B is for boy. B is for bat. C is for cat. Those are common. You can stop and you can do those things and let them recognize the C. And then when you're out and about, you can say, look, show me where the letter C is. So the C is right there for C Town. That's a grocery store for those people that don't know it, have never seen it before. Or P is for Publix because we go there often. P could be Publix. So that's how you help bring in and make those connections. You would do those types of things all the way up into your kid goes to college, because us college parents know that it doesn't stop at 12th grade, even though we're happy they graduated out of High school, you're continuously being a parent. So the learning, again, I'm going to stress, is all the time. And for those that have kids that are grown, like myself, I still call my mother and I learn from her all the time. I'm not going to disclose my age, but I'm just saying that learning is constant, but it has to start at home, and it may continue when your child moves out the house and or even back into your house. It's always. And so I'm going to say, I'm not just speaking on the part of academics. I'm talking about that social emotional learning as well. I'm going to take a minute to go here, because what we see right now that's happening in these schools with school shootings and the insensitivity of life, and kids bullying each other on social media or in person, some of that, I'm not going to say all of it, starts at home when your child is a little bit more aggressive than the others. And if you don't, you start need to spend a lot more time with them. And then always ask yourself, if my child was doing this to a or another child was doing this to my child, how would I feel? Those are conversations that you need to have with yourself, so then you can make sure that you are guiding your kid the correct way. You teach them how to treat others, and that will then be duplicated, or I should say reciprocated. It will transfer from your house into the school, out of the school into your house, vice versa. And so if we work on those things, we might see something different. Academically, you might see a different child, because if the child goes in kindergarten and they're behind, they always will be behind when they go, because when they get to third grade, that's that um, K through 2, K through 3, I'm learning how to read. And then third grade all the way up, I already know how to read, but I'm reading to learn whatever it is that I'm reading. So there's a difference there. So you have to set foundations. Um, the more I train, or I should say teach and work with my child on their character and how they treat others at home, it will transfer in the classroom. I've seen it. I've seen the sweetest kids, and I'm wondering, what did your parents do to you? And speaking to the parents and having a great relationship with my parents, I realized that they started when their baby was a baby, and it transferred from their home into the classroom and how that kid treated other kids. So I'm just saying, a lot of what we can do can be proactive and be preventative from other things occurring. And so I'm not an expert. I'm just telling you what I saw, and I'm telling you my experiences. And I do know for a fact, though, I know for a fact that education starts in the house. And so, in all formats. So, just think about that. Just the little words of wisdom: like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. You want to add something? Did I forget something? There's a lot of experts out there. You can feel free to chime in. Have a great day, guys. Bye.